Okay. අද අපිට කතා කරන්න තියෙන පුතේ function part එක function කියලා කියන්නේ අපිට පුළුවන් we can keep related codes together. එකිනෙකට ගැලපෙන එකිනෙකට ළඟින් යන එකිනෙකට අදාළ codes අපිට එකට දාන්න පුළුවන්. එක නමක් යටතේ. We can put a name and assign everything under one name. එක නමක් යටතේ ඔය ටික දාන්න පුළුවන්. So we call that a function. So I have given an example. Think about wedding. A wedding is a function in real life. You have a lot of activities related to that: registration, arrival of the groom and the bride, memorial photographies, traditional cultural events, ceremonial events, thanking, refreshing and all refreshments. Everything is there. ගොඩාක් දේවල් තියෙනවා එකට. හැබැයි ඒ දේවල් ඔක්කොටම තනි වචනයක් කියන්න පුළුවන් wedding. එතකොට හැමෝම දන්නවා ඒක ඇතුලේ මේවා තියෙනවා කියලා. Everybody knows that inside that there are related functions. So that is what the wedding is. The function එකක් කියන්නේ in programming, function is not a wedding basically, but when you put the related things together, we can call as a function. In coding, related codes can be grouped into a single unit called a function. So that is basically the function is. So advantage is we can recall the entire code. මුළු code එකම අපිට recall කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැවත call කරන්න පුළුවන්. We can call the entire code just by calling the function name. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ සියල්ලම සිද්ධ වෙනවා wedding කිව්වොත්. ඒ වගේම තමයි මෙතන function එකේ name එක කියපු ඇටියේ name එකට අදාළ codes ඔක්කොම run වෙනවා. ඒක තමයි advantage. Okay, I think you can write down this quickly. ඉක්මනට ලියන්න පුතේ. Structure of a function, right? Structure of a function. Function එක structure එක ගත්තොත් so structure of a function is like this. Function එකක structure එක ගත්තොත් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් මෙහෙම function එකක structure එක කියන්නේ basically function එකක name එක තියෙනවා. You can see here the function name and also function name, then here you have the parameters. Right, function name and the parameters. Right, parameters, param1, param2. Parameters are the inputs to the function. Parameters කියන්නේ function එකකට input එකක්. හරි, function එකකට input එකක්. ඉතින් ඒ හින්දා දැන් අපිට මොනවා හරි function එකක් run කරනකොට ඔක වෙනස් කරගන්න ඕන නම් function එකක් run කරනකොට ඔක වෙනස් කරන්න ඕන නම් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ function එක ලියලා parameter 1 parameter 2 හරි parameter 1 parameter 2 ඕකේ අගය වෙනස් කරලා අපිට පුළුවන් එක එක විදියට මේ function එක execute කරගන්න. හරි, එක එක විදියට function එක execute කරගන්න. හරි, ඒක කොහොමද කරන්නේ අපි බලමු. ඉස්සලම normal function එකක් parameter නැති function එකක් ලියලා බලමු. දැන් මේ තියෙන්නේ ඒ වගේ parameter නැති function එකක් add nums කියලා තියෙනවා. No parameters. Parameters කියන්නේ මේකේ inputs නැහැ. එතකොට මේ add nums එක add nums කියන function එක බලන්න. ඒ add nums කියන function එකේ x කියන විචල්‍යයක් තියෙනවා. ඒ x කියන විචල්‍යයෙන් basically හරි ඒ x කියන විචල්‍යයෙන් කරන්නේ value එකක් අරගෙන enter number 1 කියලා ඒ ගන්න value එකක් අරගෙන ඒ ගන්න value එකෙන් ඊට පස්සේ මේ input number 1 x සමාන input number 1 y සමාන input. එතකොට values දෙකක් ගන්න. values දෙකක් අරගෙන ඒ ගන්න values දෙකෙන් හරි ගන්න values දෙකෙන් ඊට පස්සේ ඒ දෙක එකතු කරලා ඒකේ එකතුව print කරන එක තමයි මේ function එකෙන් කරන්නේ. values දෙකක් අරගෙන ඒ ගන්න value දෙකේ එකතුව print කරන එක තමයි මේ function එකෙන් කරන්නේ. ඉතින් එතකොට මේ function එක run කරන ඕනෑම වෙලාවක values දෙකක් input විදියට ගන්නවා. ඒ ගන්න values දෙක එකතු කරලා output එක විදියට ඒ values දෙක පෙන්වන්න බලනවා. ඒක තමයි function එකේ වෙන්නේ. හරි, function එකකින් basically values දෙකක් අරගෙන ඒ ගන්න value දෙක එකතු කරලා output එක දෙනවා. හරි. ඉතින් අපි මේ function එක ඉස්සලම පුතේ ලියලා බලමු. හරි. ඉස්සෙල්ලාම මේ ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක ඔයාලා ක්‍රියේට් කරන්නකෝ මේ right ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක ක්‍රියේට් කරන්නකෝ ඉස්සෙල්ලාම මේ no parameter ෆන්ක්ෂන් එක හරි මේක ක්‍රියේට් කරන්න මේක ක්‍රියේට් කරලා අපි රන් කරලා බලමු එතකොට ඔයාලට මේකේ අදහසක් ගන්න පුළුවන් okay first do this ඉස්සෙල්ලාම කරන්න එක you run that you have to put the function name so what happen if you just put the function name without brackets නැතුව function name එක ගහුවොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ it says the memory location where the function is stored function එක store කරලා තියෙන memory location එක තමයි ඔය කියන්නේ හරිද function at කියලා කියන්නේ function add nums at කියලා ඒ කියන්නේ ඔය තියෙන memory location address එකේ RAM එකේ ඔය කියන address එකේ තමයි ඔය මේක තියෙන්නේ function එක ඒක තමයි එතන කියන්නේ but if you put the brackets දාලා මේක කරොත් function එක call වෙනවා the function will be executed add nums brackets function will be executed and it's asking number 1 number 2 then you can type it's so that means same code is running then I ඕන නම් I run කරන්න ඕන පුළුවන් I ඕන නම් I run කරන්න පුළුවන් අපි ඒ කිව්වොත් I දැන් අපි අර file එක run කරන්න ඕන නැහැ we can run the function that freedom is there and we can get for different answers ඕන නම් for loop එකක් වගේ ලියලා ඒකල function එක ලියන්නත් පුළුවන් ලියන්න for k in range නෑ උතර නෙමෙයි පුතේ for k in range කියලා shell එකේ ideally එකේ ඔව් එතන for k in range වරහන් ඇතුලේ අපි දාමු 5 කියලා for k in range 5 ඊට පස්සේ colon එකක් ගහලා ඊළඟ line එකට ගිහිල්ලා colon semicolon එක වෙන්නේ colon වැරදි ආයෙත් ඒක නිකන් enter කරා නම් ඇති පුතේ copy paste කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ colon enter then add nums කියලා ගන්න add nums දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ if you execute like this the add num function will be run where's the brackets on add nums the brackets කොහොම ගෙවුවොත් ඉතින් function එක තියෙන තැන තමයි කියන්නේ then press enter again I think I can right enter number 1 then we ටික ගහන්න දැන් මොකද වෙන්නේ ආ පස් පාරක් ඒක ගහනවා ආයෙත් ගහන්න ආයෙත් type කරන්න so it will execute for 5 times දැන් එතකොට function එකේ flexibility එක තියෙනවා අපිට ඕන විදිහකට execute කරන්න. එතකොට numbers පහක එකතුව ගන්නකම් එයා දිගටම රන් වෙනවා. I hope you understand the importance and the use of function, right? Okay. Senu කවුද Devdisi? Can you share? Devdisi, can you share? Lakshya, can you share?
Sir, I actually don't have my laptop today.
Oh, right. Okay. Lakshya. Okay. Oh, deaf නෑ පුතේ. එහෙම නෙමෙයි. Putting okay. ඔය කියන්නේ ඔය def add nums that's the mistake. You can see the mistake. So function එකක් ලියද්දි මේ ටික පුතේ එන්න ඕන function එකකින් ඇතුළට. ඒ ටික select කරන්න ඔක්කොම. නැත්නම් මේකේ මුලට යන්නකො හැම line එකේ මුලට යන්න. Please go to the beginning of the line and press tab. Go to the beginning of the line putte and press tab. So what's happening? No, after def, not def. Def no, don't need to indent def. Def එක ඇතුලේ අනිත් ඒවා තියෙන්නේ. So other codes are inside. Right, that is what you have to do. Otherwise it won't run. All right, now you can run it. Run it. And then you can type, yeah. Then you can type the function name, add nums, in the brackets. Add nums, oh, no spaces, and the bracket. Def adnams නෙවෙයි නිකම්ම adnams පුතේ එන්න ඕන. Only adnams. Def means it's defining the function. Please run it again and only type the adnams. Okay, A colon එකක් ගහන්න තාලට. Okay. Now try.
So now it's okay.
Now run the loop.
Answer.
Run the loop. Run the loop that I said. Mar loop එකක් for k in range 5 adnams. Here you can type for k in range 5 times adnams. Type it there put in the ideal. Others help please. No, not there put this is your function definition. You are not going to edit the function definition. Go to the function usage place. Function එක use කරේ අපි අර code එක shell එකේනේ. Go there please. All right. There you have to type for k in range 5 and do that. For k in range, no. So you don't know how to write the loop. Loop එකක් ලියන්න මතක නැද්ද? For k in range within bracket. So you have to write the loop. So this is wrong. We learned last week. So no need to run again. So you can just within bracket 5. Can't you remember how to write that? So you're not practicing, it seems, Pute. You have to practice it. Otherwise, what will happen? The knowledge will fade out. Then press enter. Press enter and then type the function. Press enter and then type. Can you hear me? Then type the function name, adnums. Adnums, the function name and the brackets. Lakshya, can you hear me or is it difficult to hear me?
Sir, I can hear you.
Okay. Then type the function name, Pute. Adnums is your function name, right? You can type it. Press enter. Now it will be asked 5 times. When we are doing this in some other's computer, Pute, you have to look at, right? අනිත් අයගේ ඒවයි කරනකොට ඔයාලා බලන් ඉන්න ඕන. Otherwise what will happen? Otherwise, yeah, it will be adnums. Then press enter. Press enter 2 times and it will be enter again. Okay, now you have to type. You can use this 5 times because of the loop. Okay, so let's go to the next part, Pute. Right. Now let's try the functions with parameters. Functions with parameters. Normal function has no inputs. But functions with parameters is a function which has inputs. So why we need parameters? You have to write down this. But before that, I would like to show you some example using MS Word, right? Okay. So do you know the random function? How many of you know the random function? Please raise your hand. If you know random function, එක දන්න අය අත උස්සන්න. Nadun knows. Okay. අනිත් අය දන්නේ නැහැ. Right. Okay. Random function is this. When you type equal RAND, press enter. In Word වල, when you type equal rand, it will generate a random paragraph. Right? Equal rand, press enter, will generate a random paragraph. And equal rand, if you give the number here, equal rand 3, it will give 3 paragraphs. Equal rand 4, it will generate 4 paragraphs. Right? Then rand, you can say 2,3. It will generate 2 paragraphs, each with 3 lines. 2 paragraphs, each with 3 lines. 2,8, 2 paragraphs, each with 8 lines. 2 paragraphs, 8 lines. එක ඡේද දෙකයි, එක ඡේදයක වාක්‍ය 8යි. මෙහෙම දුන්නොත් ඡේද දෙකක් විතරයි. මෙහෙම දුන්නොත් ඡේද random ගානක්. Right? Okay, just give a try පුතේ. rand එක try කරන්න. Equal rand, then some number, and also try equal rand. මේක වෙන වෙනම line වල try කරන්න. Different lines, 3,4 or 3,6. Try these things in different and see and get the exposure. Try it. Right, let's try the code. First of all, I would like the same code which is there in this structure the sample function. So I'm writing that at the find def find sum and let's say find max. You need to find the maximum value, and I'm going to give 2 numbers, num1, num2. Right, when I give this find max num1, num2, it's comparing if num1 greater than num2, you know the maximum is, you can say print maximum is num1. Else, if num1 less than num2 or num2 greater than num1, you can say print maximum is num2. Maximum is num2. Else, else if, you can say else if both are equal, num1 equal num2, then you can say print numbers are equal. If none of these, maybe else, you can say something went wrong. Okay, something went wrong. This is my code. I'm going to save this code now. Save as Feb 10 Junior ICT.py and run it. When you run it, it is asking, okay, invalid syntax. Else if is not there, elif, sorry, my mistake. Elif should be elif. So syntax error. So let's run this, and I'm typing find max. Then I'm giving 2 numbers. It says the maximum. Oh, sorry, I just want to share it. See here, find max. Another two numbers. Let's say both numbers are equal. 45, 45 says numbers are equal. So 45, 55 says 55, and 450, 55 says 450. Let's give something else, and I'm not going to give numbers. Instead of now, I'm giving hello and this, and says oh, not supported. So it's giving error. It's not good to give errors. So, but it is giving error. Let's correct that. So let's say hello and hello. Still it works, and you can see the maximum is hello. So working for strings, right? Because you know string has values. Text වලට value එකක් තියෙනවා. Capital H is smaller, the simple H is larger. ASCII value එක compare කළා තමයි කියන්නේ. හැබැයි text එකකුයි number එකකුයි දුන්නොත් errors එනවා. ඒ හින්දා like we have to use this inside try, right? Try to do this. Try to do this. So then we can say, so in case of error එකක් ආවොත්, okay, so let's share the screen again, and you can just give a try here. Try to do this. Try to do this. In case of error, you can say, right, in case of error, you can display that error. So that is very simple, right? You can say except, try to this, except, and then you can say something went wrong. So there can be errors. In case of error, you have to tell something went wrong. So this part I didn't discuss. So let's run that now. Okay, I'm giving find max again some inappropriate thing, hello and 5. You can't compare hello and 5. It says something went wrong. This time it's not giving errors. So that is the advantage, right? This time it's not giving any errors. It's saying, you can see something went wrong. It's not giving any errors, right? But anyway, the find max function is finding the maximum. It has two parameters, number 1, number 2. We can change those two parameters and apply. Okay, let's do this now. Please do this now. You can start doing quickly. Let me know if you have any issues. Now you know how to generate things and even the errors and all, you know what to do with that. Right, let's proceed now. Right, now you know how to view these parameters and all. The next function is I'm going to introduce default parameters. So let's say there is another one, def, oh sorry, it's the wrong studies. Def. Let's say I just want to find, okay, def print stars. Print stars. I just want the start with 1 star and end with 5 stars. Start with 1 star. Those are called default values. End with 5 stars. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this. Sorry. For k in range, I am giving start in index and the end in index. Then end in index plus 1, right? End in index plus 1. Then I'm printing the star into k times. Printing star into k times. Let's run this. And now you can see when I run this, okay, now you can see I'm telling print stars without any parameter. Print stars without any parameter. Oh, it's not difference. What is that? Print start. Who said start? Should be stars. Let's close it and let's run this. Print stars. Okay. Still not defined. That is capital S. It's my mistake. Let's run it again. Capital simple matters, right? And you can see it's 5. So no value given starting from 1, ending from 5, 1 to 5. And if I give the value, now it's different, right? If I give, let's say if I give 2, it will start from 2 to 5. If I give 4, start from 4 to 5. But if I give both, let's say I have given 1, 10, it will go from 1 to 10. So that is the advantage of giving default values. That means after giving default values do not pass. Say you can start without any parameter, then the default value will be taken. Start with one parameter, the first parameter will be taken, the other will be taken, the default will be taken as a second parameter. If you give 2 parameters, both these the starting and ending parameter will be taken according to the user. That is similar to the rand function. Rand function has some default values. That's the reason. Okay, now you can try this with it's very simple example with the default parameters. You can try this soon, quickly. Okay, in recursive functions, I would like to emphasize this. In recursive functions, we can call the same function again inside that function. That is something like amazing, right? So let's say you want to print numbers. Let's say there's a function def print numbers, and in the recursive functions, what you can do is it's like this. So let's say you're starting from n equal 1. And you are ending from let's say ending from n equal 10. These are the default values. So let's say you want to print the num first, print n, and you want to call the same function, which is print numbers for n plus 1 and e. So you're calling for the same, right? n plus 1 and e. Yes, that is what you are calling n plus 1 and e. And also you have to check whether if n less than or equal to e only, you have to do that. Otherwise, don't do. So let's say this is a function now. I'm saving this function, running this. So the first time that I'm calling print numbers, and I'm not giving any value, so you can see it's printing 1 to 10. How? Starting n1, 1 printed 1, then n plus 1, 2, then n is 2, 2 is less than, yes, printing 2 plus 1, 3. Likewise, it will go up to 10, 10 is e less than or equal, yes, printing 10 at 1, now 11, 11 is not less than or equal, so it will exit. So this is calling without loops. Without any loops, you are calling the function again. Right? Without the loops, you are calling the function again. This is one thing. And let's say you can apply this for multiple occurrences. So let's say def Fibonacci, and you want to find the Fibonacci in Fibonacci of a given number. Then Fibonacci, we discussed that with the loops. Fibonacci we discussed. Fibonacci series එක හැදෙන හැටි අර 1 1 2 1 2 3 ඒ විදිහට හැදෙන්නේ. ඒ කියන්නේ if n සමානයි 1 Fibonacci 1 එහෙම නැත්නම් n සමානයි 2 නම් අපි දන්නවා return කරන්න ඕන. Return means like give a result, or you can just print, but let's give the return. Return will keep the result. Print කරොත් result එක ඒ වෙලාවෙම print කරනවා. හැබැයි return කරොත් result එක save වෙලා තියෙනවා. පස්සේ ඕන වෙලාවක done. So this is bit different from the previous functions, right? කලින් function වලට වඩා වෙනස් වෙන්නේ මේක තියාගෙන ඉන්න. value එක තියාගෙන ඉන්නවා. return function එක. print කරන්නේ නැහැ immediately. Else එහෙම නැත්නම් අපිට කියන්න යනවා return Fibonacci n-1 ඊට අඩු එක ඊටත් අඩු එක ඒ දෙක එකතු කරන්න හරි. Fibonacci n-2. Okay, let's try this now. I'm going to run this function. I'm asking Fibonacci 1. පළවෙනි එක 1යි. I have to print this, right? Otherwise it will not be captured. I have to say x equal Fibonacci 1, right? So then you can print x. That's the advantage. You can keep it and it's none. It's why. Fib n, if n equal 1 or 2, return 1. So Fibonacci 1 is 1, right? So it's my problem. So let's say x equal Fibonacci 1 and print x, and you can see. So okay, what is Fibonacci 2? Fibonacci 2 is also, or you can print this one time, right? Print the Fibonacci. Say Fibonacci 3. 1 plus 1 is 2. Fibonacci 4. 2 plus 1 is 3. Fibonacci 5. 3 plus 2 is 5. Fibonacci 6. Then 3 plus 5 is 8. Okay, if you want to repeat the Fibonacci, what you can do? So repeat the Fibonacci series. You can say, okay, loop it from 1 to 10. Here it's changing from 1 to 10. Right, I can do something like this. I can call, okay, let's run another one. Def print fib. So again, similar to this, starting from 1, ending from 10. Again, same thing. If any, so this same loop, right? You can just print. This time Fibonacci n, right? So that's the difference. Earlier you just print n, but this time Fibonacci n. So let's run this. Oh, what's wrong with this? Double bracketing. Now let's say print fib, and I'm just calling this. You can see 1 to 10. That's why should be print fib. Calling wrong one. Print fib. So let's run it again. Okay, you can see it's 1, 1, 2, and you can just end with space, right? Just want to show horizontally. When you call the print fib, you can see it's printing horizontally for the first 10 Fibonacci numbers. So this is called recursion. So returning function also we learn. Returning function will return a value without printing it. Right? That return value, here you are printing it. මොකද මෙතනදී print කරන්න ඕන නැහැ. මෙතනදී print කරන්න නැති. The returning value will be captured, and so පහුගිය Fibonacci දෙක n-1 කියන්නේ 1 1 එකතු කරලා තමයි ඊළඟ එක හැදෙන්නේ. 2යි. ඒ 2යි ඊට කලින් එකයි. 2යි 1 එකතු කරලා තමයි 3 හැදෙන්නේ. First previous 2 Fibonaccis you add that, and that will give the current Fibonacci. Okay, this is recursion. So you can just practice and try for factorial. I think you know the factorial I gave that last day. Factorial 1 is 1. Factorial 2 is 2 into 1 is 2. Factorial 3 is 2 into 3 into 1. It is 6. 24 is the next factorial, and the next factorial is 120, and the next is 720. Okay, can you do that? Okay, do this, practice this, write this, and do this along factorial 1 using recursive functions. Recursive functions can function එක ඇතුලේ a function එකම තියෙනවා. We call that recursive function. Okay, you can do that. Start it now. තේරෙන එකක්. Okay, Fibonacci හැදෙන්නේ මෙහෙම. Fibonacci හැදෙන්නේ කලින් numbers දෙක එකතු වෙලා. මුල් numbers දෙක දීලා තියෙනවා 1 1 1 1 එකතු වුණාම කීයද? 1 plus 1 කීයද?
2.
2 plus 1
3.
3 plus 2
5.
5 plus 3
8.
8 plus 5 තේරුණා? දැන් හැදෙන විදිහ.
Oh, sir.
34 55. It's keep adding, right? So this is Fibonacci and factorial. හරිද? Factorial එක හැදුවද? factorial. Okay, I'm going to do the factorial one. So, but you have to practice these things, Pute, right? Practice these loops and all. I'll give you more exercises to practice related to the functions. So today's lesson is about functions. That's why I was like giving more exercises. Factorial when a bit factorial n. If n equal factorial 1, අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම දන්න ඕනේ more return 1. Else you have to return n into factorial n minus 1 නේද? පල්ලෙහා තියෙන number එකකින් වැඩි වෙන්න ඕන n into factorial n minus 1. So let's say n is 2, then 2 into 2 minus 1, 2 into 1. Factorial 1 already know 1, 2 into 1 is 2. Let's say 3, 3යි කියලා හිතමුකෝ. 3 වැඩි කිරීම n minus 1. එතකොට 3 වැඩි කිරීම කියන්නේ 2යි. 2 දන්නේ නැහැ. 2 දන්නේ නැති හින්දා ආයේ මෙතන 1 නම් එනවා. නැත්නම් ආයේ 2ට මෙතන 3 මෙතන තියෙනවා දැනටම. මේක මේ විදිහට එළිය වෙන්නේ. We have to read factorial කවුරුද આવොත් 3. එතකොට factorial 3 හොයන්න ගියාම 3 multiplied by factorial 2. Factorial 2 දන්නෙත් නෑ. හැබැයි 2 හදන විදිය දන්නවා. එතකොට 3 into factorial 2 හැදෙන්නේ 2 multiplied by factorial 1. Factorial 1 දන්නවා. Factorial 1 කීයද? 3 into 2 into factorial 1 is 1. So the ultimately answer is 3 into 2 into 1, which will be 6. Easy. Lazy handle n into factorial minus 1. Okay, let's run this, and the factorial 10 print karanna onna, you can run this one. We know how to print numbers from 1 to 10. Another look. So let's say this one, and you are printing the factorial n, and here also print fact, right? So let's call the print fact. So let's run this now. Print fact. Okay, these are the first 10 factorial, but you can limit it, right? You can limit. I need factorial 1 to 5. Oh, I need factorial 5 to 10. Oh, I need factorial 1 to 20. It's a bigger number, so it still can. It's a very, very, very big number because it's keeping multiplying, so it will be very big value. Factorial 20 will be a very big value. Okay, so now the factorial part is also there. Okay, one question to you to try. This also you need better. You can try using better. You can try alone. You know, we have learned about. Did we learn about turtle? Turtle අපි කතා කරාද? Did we discuss Puti? Turtle? If not, I'll explain, right? No one is telling that we have discussed or not. Then I'll explain that turtle, right? Okay.
No, sir, we haven't discussed it.
Okay, we have. Right, turtle is a library, right? So please take down this quickly. Then I'll take a new file. Turtle is a library that is actually used for drawing purposes. So library means it's already developed code segment which will help you to do some other tasks. Let's say import turtle. T equal turtle dot turtle. So this is how you call the turtle library. Then if you say t dot forward, it will go 100 pixels. Then if I say t dot left, it will turn 60 degrees. T dot left will turn 50 degrees. And if I ask it to go backward, t dot backward. So let's say backward 50 pixels. So let's run the code to understand this. live prefect, February 10th, turtle. And you can see when you print it, when you run it, and it's drawing like something like this. It's going forward 100 pixels, turning 60 degrees, and going backward 50 pixels, something like this. According to the instruction, it start drawing. Then instruction anu andine එක තමයි turtle එකකින් කරන stream drawing. Or you can move forward even. Okay, let's do something like this. T dot turn 120 degrees, then again 100 pixels, then again 120 degrees, then again 100 pixels, then again 120 degrees. So altogether it's 3 times 100, 120, and you can see 120 degrees means it's drawing something like this and ultimately giving a triangle. So what is this 120? It's the angle of the triangle. So this is 120 degrees, because inside you know it is 60 degrees. This is 60 degrees. So outside it is 120. It's here going here, again turning 120, and going here, again turning 120 degrees. You can see 120 degrees. Altogether, that is how the triangle is created. The external angle is 120. Bahira kone tamai series. Okay, turtle is interesting library which we can use to draw in the stream. Right, now what you have to do, use this library and try to draw, understand the logic behind this, the angles, and also the forward backward rules and the angle. Try to draw symmetric shapes. Symmetric shapes means triangle, then square, then pentagon, then hexagon. Symmetric shapes, samamitika rupa. Using, okay, can give a function. Recursion on a function. Just use a function. Function ekak pawichchi kalla. Andinda balana symmetric shapes. So here, this is the code. This is sample code for turtle. I need you to use it. I'll give you 5 minutes. Now you can copy down this part. Also try this part. What is the algorithm? That is what important here, right? You need to know the algorithm. So angle is 120. So let's add these values 120, 120, 120. So if it is like rectangle, it should be 90, right? So not rectangle. So if it is square, it should be 90. And need 4 times, right? Need to run. Then you can see a rectangle. So angle is 40, and you can see a rectangle. So now you can draw any shape. So let's use a for loop. Okay, in range. So let's say 4. And if you run this 4 times, so that is easy, and it's drawing a rectangle. It's invalid syntax. So yeah, I don't have the colon here. Run it again, and you can see the rectangle. Okay. Yeah. So let's assign this to a function now, right? I'm going to assign this to a function, because function, by assigning this to a function, I can make it controllable. So how I'm going to do this, I'm going to write a function here, def draw is my function, and sides is here, and I'm going to put the sides here. So, and the angle is basically, you know, angle, the full circle will have 360 degrees. But the algorithm or the method is, if you can divide this by number of sides, it comes automatically, right? If it is triangle, 3 sides. If it is triangle, 3 sides, 360 by 3 will be 120. If it is square, 4 sides, 360 divided by 4 is Okay, then also you can give the width WDT, and let's add that width here WDT. So let's run it now. Now you have two parameters, and let's run as a function. So we see now I can control my code. How? If I say draw 4 sides with each with 50, you can see here, draw 4 sides with 200. You can see it's a bit larger square. Now it's controllable. Draw 6 sides, each side will be 50. You can see it, and let's say draw 10 sides and each side will be 50. Still you can see it's draw 20 sides with 50. Okay, when sides are increasing, it's showing the showing like a circle. You can further in this, let's say, let's increase this to 360 sides. 360 means the full angle, 360 sides, but each with 1 pixel. So every pixel you have to turn. After every pixel you have to turn. So this will be interesting because when you run this, so I hope run this. Sorry, run this by print. You can see it's drawing a circle. But the process will be very slow because it's pixel by pixel, it's turning, right? Looks little crispy, but still you can do this well by increasing the size of turtle. You can say T dot, and that can also be given here. T dot size, let's say 5. So let's give 5 and see initial. And let's draw this one. Size is not that, the pen size. Let's run this, and no errors this time. Okay, you can see the pen size increased. Okay, pen size also you can give a parameter here. PS, let's say that PS PZ is here. And now it has 3 parameters. Let's make 2 parameters default. The default will be 50 and pen size, default pen size will be 2. And also pen color you can give. Right, color also you can give the pen color. T dot COLOR. And there you can give a color, let's say red, green, blue, you can give any color. So let's try this. Try this, try to draw it. Now draw 4-sided. You can see in the red color, and also this color can be included as a parameter. In the number of parameters you can increase CLR. Let's say the default color is black. BLACK, but you can keep changing that color CLR. Now you have 4 parameters, but you can flexibly run this. That means you can run without any with a single parameter. Sides required, right? Side is required. So let's say draw a triangle, 3 sides. Okay, draw a triangle. Then you can give width. Width is, let's say 50, is it okay, 60. Then the pen size you can give, okay, pen size 4. And the color also you can give, let's say color green. So likewise, you have the flexibility to control this now. You can see it's a green triangle. And you need blue color pentagon, 5 sides. So side width is, okay, 70. This is blue color pentagon. Let's say you need a circle. You need you have 360 sides, and each 1 pixel or each 2 pixel you are going to turn, and this color pen size, let's say, and I need a red circle. So likewise, now you can control, you can see the crispiness is now a little reduced. Speed you can control, right? Speed also you can control. And you can try different shapes, different drawings using this. Next day, please try to bring a code to draw asterisk in this way. Asterisk, actually a flower, a symmetric flower, symmetric asterisks. Now actually symmetric shapes. So these kind of shapes, but next day you have to try symmetric asterisks or symmetric stars or symmetric flowers. So you have to try that as a homework. Please copy this, take a screenshot. Next day we'll see your results. Take a screenshot with it. Okay, today we have discussed a lot. All are practical codings, which are not there in our note, but we have practiced that. Next day, my aim is to discuss about functions. We discuss recursive functions, returning functions. We discuss all. So we can start list tuple dictionaries straight away. And also let's do the list tuple dictionaries, and also let's try with the other components, like we need to learn, and we need to try the other one, which is the file handling. Okay, that part will be there. So good night, see you all next week.
Good night, sir.
Thank you.
Good night, sir.